Hello and welcome to the Hoopets podcast. It's Mike Klinzing here with my co-host Jason Sunkel tonight. Jay, I got to say, I'm more excited about this episode than any NBA episode we've done in a long time.
And,
I don't know
and
what it
okay,
is.
should I tell you the precipice? Should we tell them the precipice of this, of how this
Yeah,
episode came to be
for
before we
sure.
even tell
Yeah,
them?
for sure.
So tonight I called Mike because I was just like, Mike, I have no idea what we're going to talk about tonight. I I had a class tonight, so I stare at my iPad for 2 hours. Like, I'm zoned out. There's nothing going on, and I was like, what are we going to talk about? The new LeBron commercial? And then I was like, wait a second. Have we ever talked about the NBA? We've I think we've mentioned some in the past, but like, what are the best NBA commercials that we've ever seen? And we left it relatively vague, other than like it has to involve the NBA some way, probably going to involve some players, but like, so we decided that we were going to talk about our favorites. Now, we're going to share some of them on this. So I think
We
we don't
we
off,
think
we
we
think
think
we think we're testing out, we're testing new waters here, but we're thinking maybe, you know, maybe Mike's going to be retiring soon. Maybe we can get into getting some like graphics and things for the YouTube, and putting in being like fancy or something. Mike, maybe this is something in the future. This is a window to the future. We can start getting some graphics put up, and some things. But like,
we got some
the
we got some graphics. I got the Hoopets Pod logo in the upper right hand corner of my screen. When we do the
yeah,
YouTube shorts, it's on there. So
yeah,
we're
yeah,
getting
yeah. No,
fancy.
but I'm saying like we can do this more often, where we have some like graphs, and maybe we can do our win loss win win equities things, and we can pull up the screen and show how much I'm dominating
Yeah,
you
there we go.
every
I
single
like
year
it.
and
We
things
can
like
do
that.
it.
So like, so
If
anyways,
if this goes smoothly with the screen share.
so we're gonna talk through some of our favorite NBA commercials, and we'll see how many I told Mike I'm hard capping him at 11:30. We're not going to spend 2 hours on this episode, which originally was going to be a 25-minute episode. Mike's like, it might go 2 hours. I'm like, no. So at 11:30, if Mike keeps going on, I'm just going to sign out, and then it'll be the Mike Cleansing show for as long as he wants it to be.
This was a serious deep dive, man. I've been looking at commercials for like the last hour and 15 minutes. So
But I was learning about math, math
here's how
AI tools. I was learning about math AI tools and how it's affecting educational spaces.
fun.
So yeah.
Fun. It sounds like an enjoyable time. I think I had more fun than you did. Okay, here's how I think we should do it, simply because of the way that we are set up in terms of the screen sharing and the overindulgence that I went in on these ads. So why don't we go with your list, and then I will see if anything that you have on your list is on my list, and that way then I can either
Cue it up.
go with what we have if you and I agree, or we can queue it up. And if something that you have on your list is not on my list, I can probably pretty quickly queue that up and we can play it and then talk about what we like about it or what we didn't like about it or why it's on the list.
Okay.
So
Uh,
let's go through. I don't know. You want to go? Do you have them ranked or you just have five?
I don't have them ranked. I just have a list. I don't have them ranked, Mike. I
Okay.
have I and I
All
and I
right.
did you Mike has 10 apparently. I only had five that I wrote down. They were the five that came to my mind. The five that came to my mind, and Mike knows a few of them because we talked about them. Okay. But the
Okay.
one the
All
the
right.
one the one that the one that came to my mind, and I laughed about the most, and we've talked about it on the pad before. So Mike's gonna have this one queued up. I guarantee you. Is a little penny ad, Mike. You have a little penny ad.
I have Little Penny. I have Little Penny. Do you have a favorite Little Penny? I went on the deep dive Little Penny, and there's
Okay,
a
here's the question:
bunch of good ones.
How many little penny commercials are there? That's the question that
There's
you were
quite a
able.
few.
What?
There's
How many were you able to
there's quite
find?
a few. I probably looked at least 6, and I think there are probably more. So,
I like the one. I like the one where he's in the
to
stand. I like the one that he's in the stands, and he's with
where he's talking to Spike Lee
yeah, that one's my favorite one. I
about
think.
the movie. Well, so the one I picked up has the best line in it,
Okay, well, just do
or the
that one. Do
line
that
that
one. It's
I
okay.
like the
All of them
best.
are good. All of them are good. There can't be any bad little pennies. Go ahead, Mike. Mike's gonna share his screen.
All
So
right.
once again,
All
while
right.
Mike's doing this,
I'm
let me
gonna
just while Mike's doing this, let me just say, listeners of the podcast, we don't often say this, but this may be an episode that's worth going to our YouTube page and watching it, because we're gonna share the screen as long as we don't get copywritten and stuff. We're gonna do this. We're gonna share the
I think we're
screen for as
good.
many. Yeah. So
I think we're good. All right. Can you see it?
I can
you
see it,
see it?
Mike. I can see it.
Okay. All right. All right, here we go. There's two
Let's
classic lines in this particular commercial. Here we go. Little Penny.
Can't have pool parties when I'm on the road. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Give me love, give me it. I'm shooting basketball. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm shooting basketball. Hey, Tyra, you left your toothbrush at my house. That's you, LP. That's you. I know my spot, fool. You can't guard me. The secret service.
All right, can you hear it?
I mean, you can have a regular party, but you can't have any more food.
Could you hear that, Jay?
Yeah, I could hear it. I was shaking my head. That was good. That's a good one.
You heard it clearly?
Yeah.
See, I couldn't hear it at all on my end of it. So the Secret Service couldn't guard me.
Don't dog me. Yeah, that's good.
Tyra, you left your toothbrush at my house. Tyra Banks. You know Tyra Banks was a big part of these, right?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I had forgotten. I had forgotten one. Yeah. I had forgotten that Tyra Banks was
Little
involved.
Penny is a classic. Obviously, Chris Rock and just everything about just the Little Penny character.
Okay,
the
Mike, can I
lines that
just
he
admit
has.
something right now? Can I just admit something right now?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't realize that Chris Rock was the voice of Little Penny until you just said it. And now I completely hear it. I never hear
it. Now you can hear it?
Yeah, now I can hear it.
That's funny. That's funny. You want to see your Spike Lee one?
Yeah. But you can't hear it though. But
all right.
Picture this, romantic.
All right. I think now that for some reason that the one that I played was old and I don't know, I think it was a knockoff version. Here's the Spike Lee one.
Picture this, a romantic comedy written directed by me, starring you and Tyra Banks, be a smash.
Yeah, that's fine, Spike. Listen, Spike, no disrespect, but I'm trying to watch my main man Penny dismantle the Knicks.
What's up, Spike? What's up?
Hey, Penny, pass it to Nick. No, not Nick. Horse. Penny, pass it to Horse. He's open. On the baseline. On the baseline. What? 5 seconds.
Penny. Thanks a lot.
Hey, just trying to help a man. Now, Spike, about that film. Is this an action flick? Because I do my own stunts.
Is it an action flick? I do my own stunts. That's that last line. That's a good one. All right, so that was my Little Penny one.
All right. We got to get a Little Penny. We got to get a Tyra Banks one in. Here we go. I'm going to get you the Tyra Banks one.
It's a free country. If I want to give interviews, I'll give interviews. You know what your problem is? You're too modest. Hey, I give good quotes, and you can print that on the front page. Anthony Hardaway, best player in basketball, guarantees championship. Guaranteed.
You can't say stuff like that.
Let me just tell you,
right.
I'm an integral part of the Magic organization. Now, Penny is the team leader, but I'm the choreographer for the Magic dance. Get you a job if you want. Hey, whoa, Penny, stop the car. That was Tyra Banks, fool.
That was Tyra Banks, fool.
It's a freak.
That was Tyra Banks, fool.
That's good. That's a good one.
Those are all, those are all classics. Little Penny's a winner. A great character, and we've talked about Penny Hardaway on the pod before, and what a big fan I was of his game. But I think what's interesting is that his career obviously was cut short, and would have been cool to see where that could have gone had it continued, because Little Penny is definitely one of the iconic characters that was created around NBA media commerce, however you want to say it. So Little Penny, definitely a winner. No matter which one you pick, you're getting good stuff. Chris Rock, we educated you on something pop culture.
I don't know why
I knew something that you didn't. So
maybe at some point I knew that it was Chris Rock, but I didn't remember. Like it's like back in my memory, and I don't remember that. But now that I hear it, I'm like, oh, how would I not know that it's Chris Rock? So, all right.
Yeah,
so
you
my
can definitely hear it once you know. You could you definitely hear it for sure. So
my second one, Mike, is the LeBron commercial with Zydrunas Ilgauskas as the puppet. I do not know. I think that's a Nike commercial, if I'm not incorrect. Or no, it's a Sprite commercial. LeBron, Big Z, puppet. Just put Big Z puppet and LeBron and Big Z puppet. I'm sure that will come up on the YouTubes. And I'm going to say that I don't necessarily think that this is like the greatest commercial, but it's something that I remember very distinctly from the 2007, 2008, 2009 timeframe. Were you able to find one, Mike?
I'm looking. Let me see if I can. I don't know what I don't know what I'm getting here. So
All
let me
right,
see
hold
if I
on.
let me see what I let
Big
me see what I can get.
puppet. But anyways, I just remember it being hilarious
Well-
and like they would walk into the bar, and it's clearly not LeBron.
I got it. I got it. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's
And it's
check it
clearly
out.
not
Let me-
LeBron or Zydrunas Ilgauskas voicing the characters. It's ridiculous. It's kind of how I imagined all his conversations with both Zydrunas and Timothy Mozgov went in his career as a Cleveland Cavalier.
All right, here we go.
I mean, back in the day when we
The Cavs, I heard you got to go to training camp 3 weeks early just to learn the handshake.
you know, that's a different breed, baby.
Why don't you buy some DVDs?
Pause it, Mike. Pause it. Zydrunas Ilgauskas walks in and goes, "Do you want to buy some DVDs?" Like the opening is, I heard you got to go to the Cavs training camp 3 weeks early just to learn the handshakes. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Mike. That was good.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, homie. Look at that. Chest bump. Oh, yeah. Lord, up top. Pose for the pitch. King. Counter. Katag.
That might could be possibly dangerous.
Salute the gentleman. Mm-hmm. Bring it in. Respectful bow. They're going to need some hand sanitizer after that.
They're going to need some hand sanitizer after that.
That's a good line. It's a good line. I like it. I definitely like that one.
Were you able
Not
to
my
hear that
favorite-
one, Mike? Were you able to hear that one?
That one was a little shady for me. I don't know how it sounded to you, but it was a little shady for me.
It sounded good to me. All right,
perfect. Well, hopefully it sounds good to our listeners.
You'll be able
That's what I'm
to
hoping for.
go back and watch these. You'll be able to go back and watch the episode or listen to the episode and actually hear it, Mike. What do you think?
Yes, there you go. That sounds like a plan. All right, can I jump in with my LeBron?
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in with your LeBron.
So the only LeBron one that I have on the list is his return to Cleveland Nike commercial, which is a long one. It's like 2 minutes. So I don't know if I'll play the whole thing, but I remember it in the moment when he came back. There are very few things that I will watch on TV or in a movie that will, I don't know if move me is the right word, but that's one of those things when I listen to it, like I'm ready to get out on the court. I'm ready to be a part of it. And I just found this commercial, and probably people who are not from Cleveland are not going to feel the same way, but I clearly was struck by this commercial just because, again, LeBron coming back and what that meant to the city and the way that the commercial was filmed, not only including LeBron and his teammates, but also just incorporating the city of Cleveland as a character and then normal, average, everyday citizens, and the way it's done. I just thought it was really well done. So let's pull that one up again. As we're talking about the LeBron commercials, we'll share this LeBron. This LeBron return to Cleveland. So here we go.
Here we go. Bring it on in. It's time now. It's all city. We got to do it for them, dog. We got to do it for Cleveland. They're waiting on us. What we do tonight will define.
I forgot Deion Waiters was in this commercial.
Yep. Varejao, Kyrie, Tristan, Drew Joyce.
Every single night, every single practice, every single game, we got to give it all we got. Because they're going to ride with us. Everything that we do on this floor is because of this city. We owe them. We're going to grind for this city. They're going to support us, man, but we got to give it all back to them. We get it done. The toughness that we have on the court is going to come from this city. Everybody, the whole city of Cleveland. That's what it's all about. It's time to bring them something special. Let's go. Bring it on in, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Hard work on 3. Together on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Hard work on 3. Together on 6. 1, 2, 3. Hard work. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Here we go, man. Hard work on 3. Together on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Here we go, right here. Let's get it. It's all us. Cleveland on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's good, man. If you're
It's a good one.
from Cleveland, if you're from Cleveland, you're a basketball person, and that didn't get you fired up, then there's something wrong. Again, it's one of those ones where I'm like, holy cow, man, that thing just, I mean, really, really well done, and just captured a spirit, a moment in time in terms of what, just in terms of who LeBron was and
Yep.
what it meant to the city for him to come back. Really, really good commercial. So, all right, so we got Lil Penny, we got LeBron. What do you got next?
Dikembe Mutombo. When he, no, not today. He smacks the paper. It was, it's not a basket. It was like, was that a Geico commercial? Is it,
I have no recollection of this one.
No. Oh my, you don't know this?
Okay. It's a Geico. All right.
I knew it was Geico.
All right.
You don't know this commercial?
All right. Well, I'm about to find it right
Man,
here.
you are.
I'm about to find.
This is how the current generation of kids even know who Dikembe Mutombo was. Mike.
Probably not, but all right. So we're gonna go with Dikembe Mutombo. All right, I got it. Dikembe Mutombo, Geico. You were right. 2013. All right,
Yeah.
so let's cue this up. I have no idea what we're getting here for our listeners. So we're counting on Jason to come through for us. Here we go.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot. Nice. Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
All right, that's solid. I'll give you that.
How do you not know that commercial? When he smacks the cereal box after the kid tosses it. Come on. That's a good one.
I'll give you that one. I like it. I'll give it to you. I'll give you that one. All right. Go ahead. Keep going. See what else you
got. The Jordan commercial from the original Be Like Mike commercial. 90. I think it's
Be Like Mike. You got to have it on there. All right. Here we go.
1991, I think. Was that 91, Mike? 91?
I think. Let's see what it says here. Be Like Mike original 92. It says that's what this says 92.
Okay.
But who knows if it's right? Who knows if it's right? Classic, the jingle, the highlights, everything about this commercial is, I mean, it's iconic. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows the tune. So here we go.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move. I dream I groove. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Be like Mike. Oh. Be like Mike. Yeah, I try. Sweet to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I wanna be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Oh, be like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
There's only one time I don't want to be like Mike, and that was last night when he had to sit in the box of the UNC football game and watch Bill Belichick's debut go completely south. They scored the touchdown to start the game, and then they didn't score the rest of the game.
Yeah,
And
that was
Mike
not
was
a good debut for Bill
Mike,
Belichick. Not a good
Mike,
debut.
Mike was sitting. Mike was sitting in the box. Did you see that? He was in the box last night.
I did. Not a good look. Only bad part of the Be Like Mike commercial is the shot being a part of it. Not that I don't love the shot for Jordan's legacy, but that was not a good moment in my basketball fandom of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's put it that
Were
way.
you
So,
were you a huge Michael Jordan fan when he played, Mike? Like when he originally played?
oh, absolutely. I loved him
Okay.
in college because I was a North Carolina fan even before Jordan, and then Jordan just cemented that love of North Carolina. So yeah, I was a Michael Jordan guy from before he even got to the league. So yes, from day one when he came on the scene at Carolina, I was a Jordan fan.
All right, and then the last one that we haven't talked about. There's two more. Another Jordan one.
All right, good.
Let your
Let's
game.
we're gonna exhaust the Jordan one. So what's your
Okay, you go
other
ahead.
Jordan one you got?
Well, I had
you want
let
me
your
to?
game speak. Let your game speak. Is that one you had?
Okay, I did that one. That one didn't make my cut, but it's good. It's good.
Okay, well, you
I'll
play
fi-
the
I'll
ones that made your cut. Play the ones that you have, Mike, and then.
All right. Okay. So I think my favorite one of all time. It has to be the Spike Lee. It's got to be the shoes. I just think that it's got to be the shoes and the Mars
Spike,
Blackmon.
we got lots of Spike Lee drops on this podcast.
Got lots of
tonight.
Spike Lee. Spike Lee's making it. I can't really claim to necessarily be a big Spike Lee fan necessarily, but yeah, Spike has clearly made the cut here for us. So it's got to be the shoes. To me, this has got to be number one on the list just because iconic line and Mars Blackmon, iconic character. I don't know. I love this one. So here we go.
Yo, Mars Blackmon here with my main man, Michael Jordan. Yo, Mike, what makes you the best player in the universe? Is it the vicious stunts?
No, Mars.
Is it the haircut?
No, Mars.
Is it the shoes?
No, Mars.
Is it the extra long shorts?
No, Mars.
It's the shoes then, right?
Nah.
Is it the short socks?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes. Shoes. You sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mars.
What about the shoes?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes.
It's a good one.
Solid. Yeah, it's a solid one. I mean, that's good for sure. And I got two more, I think. Let me see. I got two more Jordans, if I'm not mistaken. Do
Do you have the one with Bird? Do you have the one with Bird?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got that one. So that one, let me find it right here. All right. I'll share the Larry Bird, the game of horse. This one's for McDonald's off the facade, off the rafters. So you'll see it here. Let me share. Where'd it go? There it is.
What's in the bag? Lunch. Big Mac, fries. Play for it. You and me for my Big Mac. First one to miss watches the winner eat. No dunking. One me. Which me? Get in there. Off the floor, off the scoreboard, off the bankboard, no rim.
Over the second rafter, off the floor, nothing but net. Through the window, off the wall, nothing but net.
What you want is what you get, and McDonald's today.
Off the expressway, over the river, off the billboard, through the window, off the wall, nothing but net.
I like the contrasting outfits there between Larry and Michael. Jordan's got the fancy all matching shorts and top, and Larry Bird's got the boring basic tank top on. So definitely a compare and contrast, but that one's a classic. And then
what was your other Jordan one?
So then my other Jordan one, I don't know where. I don't have it, so I gotta find it here. Well, so the other one is where he talks about his accomplishments and talking about maybe I made you think it was easy. You remember this one?
Yeah.
Let's see. That's not the page that I want. Let's see if this gets me to it. Oh, here it is right here. Let's see. It's called Maybe It's My Fault is what this one is called. Why can't I get to where I want to go? Here we go. All right, let's get to it. And let me share. Here we go. All right, here it is.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
That's a good one. I like the shot in there of his dorm room with the old time stereo system set up there. So I still remember, you probably don't remember this, but there's an iconic Sports Illustrated cover with Jordan, Sam Perkins, and James Worthy on it. And then in that Sports Illustrated college basketball preview issue, there was an article about Jordan, and it had a picture of him in his dorm room, and he had a CBS Sports banner on the wall, and for some reason he had an umbrella in the photo. And just one of those things that from a kid, that's when I was a kid, like 19, whatever, 83, 84, somewhere in that range. And just thinking back to that, I had that cover hanging on my wall from the time it came out, probably all the way through college, and I may have even had it in my room after I graduated from college. Just one of those things. So yeah, those are my Jordan ones. Those are my favorites. Obviously, there's a bunch more, but that's those are all good ones. So all right, what's your next one? You're muted, dude. You're still muted.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I just mute when you
we got nothing.
Anyway,
we got nothing, man. We got nothing, man. So you got to repeat whatever you said.
Yeah, I got you. So this one, I wouldn't say that this is like the greatest commercial of all time, but it's one that came to my mind when we were talking about best NBA commercials. The Jingle Hoops commercial from 2013.
Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. And I looked at that one, but I did not select it, but let's get to that one and we'll share that with people. So we got Jingle Hoops. Here it comes. We'll get it. Screen share. And all right, here we go.
You're not sharing your screen, Mike.
I'm not?
Nope, I see your face and I'll see anything.
All right, well, let's try that again. Oh, that's why, because it took me, I got to do more than just share the screen. So I got to click an extra button. So I forgot that button this time.
Tune it up, KD.
That sounds good right there.
Don't mess this up.
That's in there. Let's go.
that.
Please tell me the camera was on.
Special edition Christmas Day uniforms now available.
So did they? Okay, so I have a question. Did they? That wasn't like legit done, do you think, or do you think they actually legitimately did that?
I would vote that it probably was not done legitimately, but who knows? Who knows?
What does Google say? I'm going to Google this while you
All
talk
right, you
about
Goo-
your.
all right, you Google that. Okay, so there's a couple more that we got to do here. That I'm going to do one that probably you will remember. That, and then I'm going to get to two that are probably before your time that I don't even know. One of them I'm sure you'll remember. The other one you probably.
It was
I'm guessing
here.
you might
It was
even-
not
you might
Mike.
not
It
even-
used green screens and other visual effects.
Okay, there you
Players
go.
performed
All
their
right.
own shots. The final portion was heavily edited to achieve the synchronized effect.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, that would have been quite impressive if they'd have been able to pull off Jingle Bells with their shooting ability. So yeah, not surprising there. All right, so I have 3 left that we have not talked about.
Okay.
The next one is Charles Barkley. Do you know which one I'm talking about when I say Charles Barkley? There's only one I think that is iconic. That was at the time
The
when
one
it
he
came
says
out. It was
"shut up."
controversial.
It's up, shut up, and something, right?
No, this is
Or am I
well. I don't know. I don't think he says "shut up" in this one, but this is one that was controversial when it came out, and it created a firestorm of controversy and
Charles
discussion
Barkley
on.
controversial? No way.
Yes, Charles Barkley controversial. All right, I'll play it, see if it jogs your memory, and then we'll talk about it after the fact once we get to it. All right, here we go.
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model. I am paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court. Parents should be role models. Just because I dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids.
I have no recollection of that commercial, Mike.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Really?
That one was, like I said, raised a lot of interesting discussions about what Barkley and Nike, what they meant by that. And I think if you take it literally, him saying he's not a role model, you can see where people could be, I don't know if offended is the right word, but people thinking, and the criticism of the commercial at the time was that Barkley's in the spotlight, one of the best, brightest stars in the NBA, and a guy who theoretically should be held up as a role model for people to emulate, for kids to look up to. And his point in that commercial was not that kids can't look up to him or that he couldn't be someone that kids aspired to be, but the fact that when people are looking at him as the sort of the North Star of what it should be to be a kid or to be able to raise your kids. And when he says in the commercial, parents should be the ones that should be the role models. And so there was 2 different schools of thought. One, the group of people who thought, hey, he's right, that we should be looking at parents as the people who are raising their kids. And if you're looking to Charles Barkley to be a role model for your kid, then maybe you need to re-examine yourself and what you're doing as a parent. And then on the other hand, there was people who said, well, part of your responsibility when you get to Charles's level of fame and fortune and everything that goes along with being an NBA star, that part of your job is to be a role model. Obviously, throughout his career, Charles had incidents, let's just say, with things going on off the court that made him probably less than an ideal role model. And so people kind of jumped onto those negative aspects of his career and felt like he was sort of shirking his duty as someone who was being a good citizen and setting things up. And here he is selling shoes to kids, but yet not wanting to be held to the standard of being a role model. And so there was a big back and forth after this commercial came out in terms of people on both sides of that fence of, hey, he should be a role model. Hey, he's right. He shouldn't be a role model. And then there was a lot of gray area, I think, that you could have discussions on here. And so I just remember when the commercial came out that there was plenty of people on both sides of this debate and what it means to be a role model. And then it even got extended beyond Charles Barkley into all sports and all people who are famous and basically all people who are not parents or relatives or people that you know well, somebody that you can emulate. Is it right to look to people who are famous in the media or in sports or in entertainment? Is it right to look at those people as role models? And certainly, again, it's a weighty discussion that you can go back and forth on over and over again, but it certainly was a commercial that was not, you had to, if you were Charles Barkley before that went out, I don't think he knew that it was going to create the attention that it did, but he certainly knew that it was not just an ordinary shoe commercial that was not going to generate any discussion. In doing that, he wasn't just selling shoes. He knew he was making a statement. I don't know if he knew that it was going to turn into everything that it did. It'd be really interesting to talk to Barkley about that commercial now, looking back on it retrospectively and where he is in his career at this point compared to where he was when he was still playing and when that commercial was filmed, just to hear what his perspective would be and whether or not the way he felt when it was first filmed, whether or not his perspective on it has changed or just to get his feelings on the situation that went around that commercial, but certainly not necessarily in the vein of some of the other ones, which were, I guess, inspiring or funny or whatever. This commercial was definitely took on a more serious topic, and it became it became a talking point much more so than any of these other ones that we've seen. So, and I have two left. The last two I have are from Converse, and the one I'm betting that you've seen, you and I may have even talked about it, and that's for the Converse weapon, and shows off the early rap stylings of NBA stars, topped off by a classic Larry Bird line delivered in just the way Bird delivers the last line in this commercial is just the best. So I'll just let you and everyone else enjoy. Do you know this commercial, Jay?
Maybe I'll let you know after I see part of it and see.
All right. Okay.
It probably
sounds like a plan.
I'm assuming it predates me. Does it predate me?
It predates you. This is probably 84, maybe 84. No, sorry, 80. This is 87. Sorry, this is 87.
Oh, so I was 1 year old. So yeah, we'll see.
All right. So just like you said, one's from your childhood. This one, I was 17 when this came out. The weapon, which weighed like 24 pounds, each shoe weighed like 24 pounds, but it was the shoe that everyone was wearing for some reason. I think if you put all these guys in today's shoes, they wouldn't know what to do. It was like they were wearing lead weights when they were wearing the old Converse weapon. So anyway, here you go. You're going to enjoy this one regardless of if you remember it or not. Here we go.
The number one weapon in the NBA.
Oh, sorry. That was the end. Let's try it again from the beginning.
You clicked on the other video, Mike. This is the wrong one now.
Oh, Mike, come on, man.
Go back. Just go back, man. Just go back.
I know. I'm trying to. Let's see if this is.
We're gonna have this. See, this is gonna be a
Converse weapon.
Here we go.
That's the
I've
shoe
seen
that
this
Magic
commercial, yes.
do what he was born to do. It may be so, but that's not all. They let Isaiah play like he's 10 feet tall. Or the kind of moves that never fails. The weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale. The same is true for Mark Aguirre. When I wear a weapon, I'm on fire. Well, what can the weapons do for King? Well, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon, the number one weapon in the NBA.
Walked away with the
MVP. I knew that commercial. Who's the one player in that group that doesn't belong, Mike? Who's the one player in that group that doesn't belong?
Mark Aguirre does not belong.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we were on the same page on that one.
Although Mark Aguirre was the number one pick in the NBA draft, he certainly is not as accomplished as everybody else in that commercial, but he's not crazy far away from the bottom end of that. Well, he's probably he's pretty far away, but he was the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft. So not crazy that he was a part of it, but yeah. All right, last one. This one I can almost guarantee that you don't remember, haven't seen. And this one's from 1983, Converse again. And it is just one that there's one, the only really the only line in here, but it was something that caught on, and you could use it in lots of different contexts. So you'll see it. Plus, it featured in 1983. It featured the 3 biggest stars in the NBA. So here we go. You'll check this out. This commercial is called "They're Everywhere." All right, let's see. Let me get to it. All right, here we go. You ready?
Converse All-Stars. They started out on the basketball court, but now they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Converse All-Stars. Look for them everywhere. Official athletic shoe of the 1984 Olympic Games.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one, but maybe. I don't know. Did
They're
not like.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I love the magic part of it. And then Dr. J in his 1983 Camaro, and Bird in his V-neck sweater and collared shirt. It's just kind of funny. You look at the production values of those commercials in that era, and man, it's crazy how far we've come with some of the things that we can do. So I don't have any more. Those are all my favorite ones. I'm sure that we missed 1 or 2 out there that somebody who's listening probably is thinking, oh yeah, there's one that they didn't think about. But those are the ones that I thought of. There's some funny ones. There's some inspiring ones. There's some well done commercials with iconic lines that all you have to do is say the line and people will remember exactly what you're talking about, whether it's got to be the shoes, to "They're Everywhere," to "I am not a role model," to "Be like Mike." There's just again, a lot of catchphrases in there. And like I said, that was a fun exercise. The little penny, the Secret Service couldn't guard me. And you learned something tonight too. So it was success all the way around.
It was a good topic. It was a good off the dome topic. That's 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully next week we have something actually legitimate to talk about.
There you go. And we pulled it off with a screen share. So I know it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. We didn't mess it up too much. And
yeah,
we haven't had any internet issues either. So we're riding high tonight.
Riding high. It's funny because when we've had the internet issues in the past, it's been like I literally just was watching or streaming something, or I was on Zoom and I had no problems. So I had 0 problems on my Zoom tonight. I was totally anticipating having issues, but we're good.
We didn't. We pulled it off. All right. So before we go, who's the cover boy for this episode? Who gets the page?
Well,
who gets the website page?
It's got to be Jordan, or if you can take the picture of Magic Johnson when he's going everywhere. That's a good
They're
option
everywhere.
too.
Or Little Penny, one of those things.
Yeah.
Little Penny is iconic. That's one of the, again, like I said earlier, it's a lost. It's too bad that Little Penny couldn't continue for a 15-year NBA career, because we would have had a lot of great content. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for listening tonight. We really appreciate it. And hopefully thanks for watching our favorite basketball commercials of all time. If you've got your own opinion, weigh in, share some with us on Twitter. We'd love to go back and see if there's anything that we missed. So again, thanks for checking us out tonight. Really appreciate it. Someday soon, there's going to be some NBA news, or we'll be getting closer to the season. We'll start doing some previews and talking actual NBA basketball. But again, this was another fun one tonight to go down, and allowed me to go down a rabbit hole and search for some of my favorite commercials of all time. So appreciate you checking us out tonight, and we will catch you on our next episode. Thanks.